Happy Sunday evening, Facebook. Hello. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. I'm really excited to talk to you about this tonight because it's something that I have been dealing with, and it's something I think that it's good to talk about. So if you're hopping on live, let me know you're here. Let me know where you're coming in from. My name is Alicia Blanier, and I'm coming to you live from Pennsylvania. I help women feel unstoppable from the inside out. So tonight, I want to talk about the fact that you can't fake a passion. So, hey, Nicole. So, you can't fake a passion, and a few tips for maybe helping you find your passion if you're not exactly sure, what that is. Knowing yourself and finding your true purpose in life is like the essence of being real. So knowing who you are, knowing what you want, what makes you happy, I think that's the essence of ourselves, right? And, you have to do that before you're going to have any real, inner peace in your life. I really, really believe that. And it's not always easy. I think a lot of times it's easier said than done. Find your passion and follow what you're passionate about. Well, maybe you don't exactly know what you're passionate about. Maybe you've been doing the same thing for so long that you kind of forgot any dreams or goals or passions that you once had, Now, there's always, you want to dream big. I remember being little and I swore I was going to be Madonna. That never happened. But I always loved music. I always loved dancing like that. They were things that I was passionate about when I was younger. And I'm really sorry that I kind of never stuck with the whole dance thing. But you all, we all know that there's making a living, and that's not the same thing as making a life, right? Hey, Ashley, it's good to see you here. I haven't heard from you in a while, girl. So, making a living isn't the same. Hey, Heather, I hope you're doing well. Making a living isn't the same thing as making a life, right? So, you have a job, I have a job, I go to work every day, and Tara, oh my gosh, all my favorite people. All right. So, talking about how you can't fake passion and that you really need to know yourself, and oh, God love you, Tara. I haven't seen you in a few days. I was getting I saw your pictures and stuff, but you haven't been live in a few days. I miss you. I know you're working hard though. So you really need to know yourself in order to have that inner peace and that helps you find your passion, right? They say follow what makes your heart sing and then make your own music. And I really like that. So it's, you might think that, tell Tara I said hi. So, did you know, and this is a statistic that I kind of believe it, but it's still wow, over 50% of people in the workplace are unhappy with what they're doing. 50%. So, but let's be real. Even no matter how much you love your job, nobody loves their job every moment of every single day, right? You're gonna have moments where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. But to say that half of the working population is unfulfilled with what they're doing, that's crazy. And I'm not saying that I'm not necessarily one of them, right? But exactly, that's great. Let's just basically say half the population is walking around miserable. Whether we, outright admit it you know, we don't feel fulfilled. So maybe we don't exactly hate our jobs. Our job, it's a job and, it's comfortable and maybe you're great at it, right? But if you're not feeling fulfilled, if you're not happy and waking up every day and be like, yeah, I get to go do this, that's really sad. It's really, really sad to me. So, maybe, I think you're right. I think it's, they say more than half, and I think it's really on the heavier side. I agree with you. And I think part of the reason maybe we have trouble finding our passion is because it got stuck somewhere along the way. Hey Shannon, maybe our passions got lost along the way. Maybe, we all had things that we liked to do when we were younger. Maybe we liked to draw, maybe we liked to write or read or dance or sing, and I think somewhere along the way, we go to school, we, find something that we, can do fairly well. I went to school for accounting, and I will tell you that by the end of, oh my gosh, Raina, posture queen. Oh my God, you're all here tonight. I love this. All of my mentors and like my favorite people, and you're making me a little nervous now. What was I saying? Okay, so, you have these passions and the things that you like to do maybe when you're younger, and I think maybe we get lost along the way, right? We go to school and we find something, okay, here's what we want to do, and like I said, I went to school for accounting, and I will tell you 100% that by the time I graduated college, I hated accounting. But I felt like, I needed a practical job. And I think we all go through that. We find something, we say, okay, well, we can make the goal, you want to have a job that you're going to be able to make a living with, right? And, oh, Lisa, how did your race go? I can't wait to talk to you. Hey, Daxton. Hey, Jack. Thank you, Raina. So I think sometimes our passions can get lost along the way. And so we, as we get older, I'm 36, I will be 37 in a few months, and I could tell you that I was really stuck. If somebody would have asked me just even a few months ago, what are you passionate about? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. What do you like to do? Tell me something about yourself. Do you know how much that question used to freak me out? Oh, tell me a little bit about you. I got nothing. I used to say, like, I'm really boring. I don't, and I think we all get to that place at some point where maybe we just don't know what we even enjoy anymore. We're stuck in just this day-to-day rut, and like I said, feeling so unfulfilled in our jobs that we just go about our business and, oh, how's it going? Oh, good, And so I want to talk a little bit about maybe some steps to help you find your passion. So I think the first thing we need to do is really self-analyze. What do you love? Tell me something that you love to do. We all have unique talents. We all have interests. We're all different for a reason. And, I think as far as talking about like turning our interest into an opportunity, that's, I think, a little bit, I could do probably a separate live on that subject, but, what do you do if you don't really know what you're passionate about, what your passions are? Hey, Alicia. Hey, Jackie. So I think the number one thing is you have to start with the right mindset. And that is everything. And I know I've said it before that mindset is key. You have to go out there and say, you have to be open-minded. If you're convinced that you're never going to find what your passion is, well, of course you're not. That's like going into a restaurant and saying, well, I'm not going to like anything on the menu. Well, of course not, because then you've already told yourself that you're not going to find what you're passionate about. And by doing that, you're going to be closed to opportunities that might come your way. Now, I mean, you don't have to jump into everything that's offered. There's certainly a lot to do that out there in this world. But at least, be open to possibilities. You can't expect to lead a fulfilling life if you don't believe a fulfilling life exists. So, and exactly. So that's great. You know what your passions are and you're awesome at it. Like Lisa's passionate about running. I wish I could be passionate about running. I'm not. Music. I love music. I've never really got into playing music, but it is something that I would really be interested to try. I used to play the flute when I was younger, but that's not, I mean, it's music, but it's not like guitar music. So you need to surround yourself. Oh, my passion is the beach too. Oh, yeah, I think it's an Alicia thing. It's an Alicia thing. We got this. You have to, one of the ways that can help you maybe find your passion is to surround yourself with people who are also, learning about themselves and what they love and what they're passionate about. So, there's tons of people out there tons of groups, even, on Facebook, and I found a ton of groups of people who just share similar interests, who maybe have very different interests than I do, that I can learn from and maybe want to learn more about. Like there's an amazing group that I found that's the Spiritual Goddesses community, and they do a lot with chakras and tapping and EFT and all that, and really spiritual things that I never really knew much about. And so I'm learning so much from them. So surround yourself with people that are maybe doing different things, that, just be open to those possibilities. So once you decide that you can find your passion, start digging. Start really look for evidence of what you already love to do. So Pete, music. You love music. You love, that that's your passion. But just little things that you like to do. Maybe you like to dance. Maybe you like to read. Maybe you like to watch documentaries. Maybe, you have a passion for a healthy lifestyle, or makeup, or anything. You really have to kind of look at what you love and what makes you love them. So an example, maybe you had an internship at one time, maybe you had a part-time job where you did something that you really loved. This was very interesting. Look at the peak moments of your life. So they could go all the way back to your childhood. Maybe you wrote a piece of music that somebody complimented you on. Maybe you gave a speech, or you wrote something that a mentor complimented you on, that you did a really great job with that. Those peak moments that stand out in your life can help you find out what you're really passionate about. I had a very, very clear peak moment. I never thought about it that way, but one of my peak moments was very recently, and going back to surrounding myself with people who share a passion. A couple of my mentors who were actually watching here tonight, Tara and Ashley and Raina, they really helped me see, and a peak moment was when, I could look in the mirror and say that I love and accept myself the way that I am. My pants, going back to Tara did a wonderful live to tell you, your pant size doesn't define you. Your scale, this number on a scale doesn't define you. You need to be you, be authentic. And that was a really peak moment for me. And that made me realize that I was on the right path, because I want to help people feel good about themselves. I want to help people have that confidence in themselves that we all have something to offer this world. And so that was one of my peak moments. And so kind of think back about things that have happened over your lifetime, and they can help you find what you're passionate about. Now, we do have to expect some self-resistance, and with that, I mean fears. We've talked about fear before. So fears of failure, fears of success, fears of visibility. Sometimes, if you're, especially from a business kind of standpoint, you have to put yourself out there like I am now. I mean, you have to be visible. You have to, get out there and share your story and share your why with the world. And that includes fears of being vulnerable too. And you're going to have that practical voice in your head that says, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. People are going to judge you. But if you let those voices win, your passion will never come to the surface. You will never be able to find what truly makes you happy. What I think we need to do is we need to look at deeper into why we're having those certain fears and how they relate to each passion. So does it go back to things that you've been told over the years, ways that you've been conditioned? So maybe you were told you're too fat to dance, you're not attractive enough, you're not smart enough, you could never learn that, you could never do that. And I mean, first of all, they're lies. But there are certain ways that we've been conditioned over our lives to not believe in ourselves. That is a huge one for me personally. But yeah, I mean, I think we get conditioned and told over the years like negative things, whether it's coming in our own heads, whether we tell that negative voice, that negative self-talk, that we've been told kind of not to believe in ourselves. So we need to move past that and tell those voices to shut up. Hi, Darlene. Tell those voices to shut up, because it's not true. And really get committed. So number 4, get committed to your happiness, not anybody else's happiness. There's going to be trial and error. There's going to be a lot of trial and error sometimes. But it's worth the effort. It really is. And, if you're thinking in a business sense, maybe, it's something that you want to try, you want to start on the side, and things aren't going to happen overnight. Businesses, even whether you join with a company or you do your own thing, it's not going to happen overnight. I know that. But, there are a lot of opportunities out there. There's a lot of people who are going to be saying, hey, come join my company, everything. But don't ever do anything that doesn't feel right. Don't let somebody push you into something, or, sometimes I think we push ourselves into something to try to find our passion. And I'm going to say something very real here right now, about personally what I've been through. I tried, and I am just, and also finding what you're not passionate about, I think, is just as important as finding what you are passionate about. So I can tell you completely, no matter how hard I've tried, I am not passionate about exercising. Putting it out there. I mean, you need to push yourself, and yeah, I agree, you need to push yourself and try different things. But you also can't fake it. And if it causes more stress in your life, and if you're doing it like for somebody else, you have to be doing what feels good to you and what feels right to you. And you're gonna find your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And it's good to push yourself, but at the same time, if you're pushing yourself, you can't force that passion. And God love them. There are, people out there who are just Lisa is passionate about running. I like to go for a nice walk. I might jog every now and then. Did I try? I just can't get passionate about it. And we all have that thing, and I'm being very real right now. It's just true. I work out because I need to, and it's healthy, and I want to be a healthy person, but I just don't have a passion for it. And you can't force that. So, and you're going to try things. You're going to try things, and you might find your passion about something you never thought you would be passionate about in your life. And you also might try things and find this just isn't working for me. It's just, and that's okay. But don't try to fake a passion to try to make somebody else happy, or because you think that, well, in time, if I just give myself some more time, you might. Chances are you probably won't. But again, that's okay, because you have passions inside you. We all have different passions and gifts to share with the world. And so the world needs your gifts. The world needs you. It needs you. As I've said before, be you. Be yourself. Be real. And I want everybody to decide right now that it's possible to find your passion. And be assured that when you do, it's never going to let you down. So if you find out that helping people feel more confident, that you're passionate about that, if you find that fitness is where you jive, man, that's your thing, or cooking, maybe you find you love cooking, or music, or anything. I mean, we all have amazing gifts to share, and that's why I love every one of you, because we learn from each other and we're here for each other. And so, I'm a lunatic. No, you're passionate, Lisa. You're passionate. That's awesome. Don't downplay that. Don't ever downplay your passions either. If you're passionate about something, man, you share it with the world. You share it with the world. Don't ever downplay it either. Just the same thing as don't fake a passion. Don't ever downplay a passion. Be proud of that. Be proud of you, because it's a part of you. So I am going to let everybody go. And thank you so much for watching. If you feel like someone could benefit from this message, please feel free to share it. And I will be back again on Wednesday night. So everybody have a great evening and a great Monday tomorrow. So take care and thank you.